Hi, we are talking focus groups with Dr. Brian Maher, our superintendent, today on Envision, and we thank you for joining us. This school year, you are sitting down with 4 groups of teachers to have candid conversations about how life unfolds in their classrooms on a daily basis. So tell us a little bit about that and the purpose for those focus groups.
Yeah. Well, it springs from our strategic plan, like most everything we do, and one of the elements of our strategic plan, a prominent element in our strategic plan, is communications, something near and dear to your heart.
Yes, indeed.
And we talk all the time about putting information out. In fact, I contend we put more information out than anybody could possibly consume. And so for several years now, and probably for a good long time, we've put an emphasis on receiving information and listening to information. One of the things that we've done is we've become intentional also about how do we receive information from employees, from people who work in the district, as well as the community. So we've done, and you've sat there with me, we've had focus groups each year since I've been here, maybe before that, but each year since I've been here. But last year I did a horrible job with them, whether it was the bond issue or me just getting lazy or whatever the reason was, I did a really poor job with it. So we were more intentional this year about what's the focus group going to look like? How do we expand the number of voices that we hear, and how can we make sure that that dialogue is a meaningful dialogue? So what we've done, I stole this information from Dr. Rice. Dr. Rice is currently the Secretary of Education in Michigan. As a colleague of mine, just came out of the superintendency to take that position. And he talked about how he did this at his district in Michigan. And I really liked the way he did it. So we've got representation from every building in the district. That's hard to do when you have a district this large. But I want the groups small enough so that people feel comfortable sharing that information with us and with me. And I think we've accomplished that. So far we just have anecdotal information, but we've put that into 4 groups of people, our K through 2 teachers, our 3 through 5 teachers, our middle school teachers, and our high school teachers. And just very recently we started the first round. And in that one round, we met with 89 teachers. Now, I'd love to meet with 1,800 teachers, but I think that's most likely an impossibility for that to have any meaning at all. But I think to have these 4 groups that totals 89, I think we're on to something, and I like the start that we have.
Yeah. So in those conversations, you want to have those candid conversations about what's happening on the ground in terms of what does your day look like, what does the curriculum delivery look like, kind of no holds barred, other than we're going to be respectful in all of our conversation.
The only holds barred are you be professional.
Don't attack
be
the
professional, and I'll be professional in return. Feel free to push back on what I say, and know that I may push back on what you say, but it'll be a professional dialogue. And if it's not, shame on me. And so far, here's how I would judge the success so far. So far, I've heard from 5 different individuals where I've been invited to their classroom, or they've just shared information with me. That's a great first step, and so that there's a comfort level for that dialogue. If the dialogue's just me talking to them, we missed the boat.
Right.
But so far, we've at least got a little bit of back and forth. Also, I know that 2 separate groups of employees that I'm going to meet with as a result of that initial focus group conversation. So that's anecdotal, but I think those are the beginning steps of larger, more fruitful conversations to come. So it's not new. We've done it for a while, but I think it might be improved.
Right.
Not new, but might be improved.
So we'll be meeting with those groups. Each group has 3 meetings over the course of the school year. Right. The continued dialogue that you're encouraging, and people, any staff member, any community member can email you or contact you anytime they want to, but this is just more of that intentional conversation.
And sometimes people need an invitation to get invited to the classrooms. I think our teachers know they can do that at any time, but maybe they think I'm too busy, or maybe they think I don't want to, or for whatever reason, a few people have felt enough
comfort
to invite me out. So my
Yeah.
answer is yes, I'm coming.
Yeah.
And hopefully good things will come of it.
Right, and so certainly listening to those situations that teachers want to bring to the forefront, and we'll learn from those things. We'll listen, and if it's something that requires a change or just requires a pat on the back of some sort, that's all important.
And you're right, Deanne. We will learn from those things. If we don't learn from those things, I'm not listening.
Yeah.
That'll be my problem. If
Yeah.
we don't learn anything, that's on me.
Yeah. Well, we already know more personally 89 new people, right?
Right.
some I guess you've already established relationships with, but it's always great to get in the same room and hear from those people and just hear what they're seeing on a daily basis.
I agree.
So, thanks for joining us today on Envision.